MrTransformers96 here with another movie review. This time it is a review of the Wolverine. I don't review movies very often, mostly just big summer, superhero movies type things. And this is the last superhero movie of the summer. I saw it last night, and yeah, so here you go. So overall, I like this movie. I thought it was very good and really interesting to see. First, just start off with the characters, like the Wolverine, Hugh Jackman playing him, of course, he's perfect. He's been in 6 movies so far. And I really liked it. I love seeing Wolverine vulnerable. Like the first time we've ever seen him where he's able to get hurt and able to get killed. And so that was really exciting to see because we never see that before. So that was really awesome. As far as Yukayo, sorry, I'm gonna butcher these Japanese names, but Yukayo, it's Yukio, and I really liked her character. I thought she was pretty neat. I don't know her from the comic books at all. I didn't, recognize. I didn't even know she was a mutant at first, and so she was pretty cool. Her story is a little interesting, and how she's in that family and everything was pretty interesting. She was a pretty good character and a good companion for the Wolverine. Mariko, which was the love interest for the Wolverine in this movie. She was really cool. At first I didn't like her, and then I really liked her throughout the movie. I thought she was pretty neat and a good character. Not too much to say about her, but hey, she was pretty good for the movie. And then we've got Viper. Viper was pretty much like the second villain in this movie. I did not like Viper. I didn't know what to expect going in for Viper. I didn't know, if she was going to be cool or not. I really just was disappointed, and I think it was mainly because of the actress playing her. Because the character Viper was actually pretty cool in the movie, but I just felt like the person playing her just did like it too cartoony and stuff. I thought that the way that I feel like she watched Batman and Robin and just tried to act like Poison Ivy. She had that kind of same persona as Poison Ivy, which I really did not like. It was a very cheesy, kind of way to do that character, and was very disappointed in her acting and how she portrayed the character. But overall, I bet if they chose a different actress that kind of knew more, about that Marvel movies are serious movies, in a lot of ways, I bet that they could have really made the character a lot better. But personally, I did not like Viper as a character in this movie. And then Yashida. Jeez, I'm horrible at this. Yashida. He's the old guy that Wolverine saved back in World War II, and that wanted to repay the Wolverine this is a spoiler review, sorry, I keep forgetting, but it'll be in the title. I wanted to repay the Wolverine by taking away his ability to heal so that Wolverine can do what he wants to do at this point in his life, which is die. He's tired of living like this, and but there is no way for him to die, so he's pretty much just kind of granting him his wish. I thought that his character was really cool and how he relates to the Wolverine and what he thought of the Wolverine, throughout his life and stuff. I thought that was really awesome. Unfortunately, his character was quite predictive. Going into the movie, I never thought for a second that he would be the Silver Samurai, but as I watched the movie, I totally knew that he would be. I thought that maybe he'd be a villain, because when Wolverine goes and visits him, he says, the way he was talking, it was a very, villainish way to talk, and then he also said, that he wasn't ready to die then, and he's not ready to die now. So then I pretty much thought that he would be a villain. At that point, I still didn't think that he would actually be the Silver Samurai, though. I started to think about it, though. And then when he died, and they pretty much didn't show him die or anything, they just showed him, from a distance, and then they had the person that could predict the future say, she didn't see this coming, then I thought, well, he's definitely not dead, and I betcha he's going to be the Silver Samurai. And as the movie went on, I totally knew that he would be the Silver Samurai. For a second, when Wolverine cut off the Silver Samurai's head, then I started to think, well, maybe he's not. Maybe Silver Samurai is a robot. But then, right away, I went back into thinking, I bet he's just a little bit lower in the suit, so I bet he still is the Silver Samurai. So unfortunately, that big, twist, plot point, didn't really work for me. For the person I was with, they pretty much knew it. And then I've seen another review where that person knew it. It doesn't seem like a good twist that no nobody saw coming, because pretty much everybody saw coming. I thought the Silver Samurai was really cool, though, in his robot suit, almost like Ironmonger-ish, but I thought that he was just really awesome, and he didn't, like, go crazy with his moves and everything, because if there's a really old guy in the suit, I mean, he wouldn't be going nuts, and although the, Silver Samurai, like, jumped off of, a high place and everything, which wouldn't happen. I mean, the guy would die inside of him. But hey, it was still fine. Suspension of disbelief. I really did enjoy the Silver Samurai overall, and I loved that his blade, like, heated up and became on fire. I thought that was really awesome because, for two reasons. Because his suit and his, blades and everything are made of antimanium. I have trouble saying that, but the metal that Wolverine's claws are made of, and his whole point was to chop off his claws. It would make sense because two objects that are made out of the same thing cannot break each other unless one has some leverage. So to have the blade heat up would give it the right leverage to cut off Wolverine's blades. So I did like that. Plus, it's a kind of like a throwback to the comics, because in the comics his blades had like powers and stuff. So it was neat to see him like heat up like that. I thought that was really cool. And yeah, the only thing that I didn't like, there were a couple things that were just like, that's not possible. Like when Wolverine tore the pieces of his metal off of his suit just with his bare hands. I mean, it's that super hard, incredible, a metal, so Wolverine wouldn't be able just to pull it off by himself. As well as when the Silver Samurai was like drilled into his claws and tried to take his power. I don't know how that would take his power whatsoever, but hey, that doesn't matter. It's a small complaint. Another thing in this movie was in the trailer when I saw them like fighting on the top of the train, or whatever, I really thought it looked pretty cheesy and the graphics didn't look so well, and I was not excited to see that. That turned out to be one of my favorite fights in the entire movie. It was so intense, so neat, and although we've seen a bunch of movies where, characters fight on top of a train, it was so unique that I absolutely loved it. One of my favorite scenes. It did not look cheesy in the movie theater, and that was just a huge thing that I was not expecting. I did not expect it to be really cool, and it was just awesome. So I did love that. I really did. So yeah, so overall the movie was very good. I really did enjoy it. It was fun, it was different, and it wasn't so saturated with characters. There was really only 4 mutants in this entire movie, if you consider Silver Samurai a mutant, and although he isn't, but if you consider him a mutant, then there's like 4, and so they didn't saturate it with characters where you couldn't see, where, characters wouldn't get their fair share in the movie. Everybody got their fair share in the movie, and it turned out to be a really cool movie, that, very much progressed, and I loved, Wolverine growing as a character and finding a reason to live. That's a huge way to grow when a character in the beginning just wants to die and he comes up with the will to live. Really nice to see that progression, as well as him forgiving himself pretty much for what happened to Jean and everything. I love that, and just really an awesome movie, well put together and really cool. Now to talk about the middle credits scene. I knew that there was something. I didn't know if it was the middle credits or after the credits, but I knew that there was another scene. I didn't know anything about it though. That was an awesome middle credits scene because of course the old Magneto and the old Charles Xavier, they both came on screen, which is so cool to see them in a movie once again. It's been so many years since we have seen them as those characters, so it was so awesome to see them. Of course it was a setup for X-Men Days of Future Past, which I am super excited about, and when Magneto was talking, he did mention a certain new technology that could wipe out their species, which was awesome because of course he is referring to, if I can just pull it out right here, this big guy. You've got the Sentinel. The Sentinels will be the villains in the next movie, so I cannot wait to see that, and it was so awesome to hear Magneto talk about the Sentinel, even for just a second, and it really is going to be awesome. I cannot wait for next year's X-Men movie, because it's going to have the old cast and the new cast coming together, because it's a time travel movie. Really exciting, and I really will look forward to it. Overall, I definitely like this Wolverine movie. You know, other X-Men and Wolverine movies in the past have either disappointed me or just there was nothing special, but it was a good movie. You know, and so to have this one that I really did enjoy was quite neat and was quite unique and special, because in the past there has been some kind of, you know, X-Men movies. So it was awesome to see this movie. Really did enjoy it. Cannot wait for next year's movie. And yeah, so that's my thoughts of the Wolverine. If you guys have seen it, tell me what you guys thought of it, and thanks for watching. Also, one quick last thing, I totally did not know that they were going to do this, but in my movie theater that I saw it in, they gave away Wolverine shirts to the first 200 people in the door, so that was just really awesome. So I got a free Wolverine shirt. The movie didn't cost any extra or anything, so I just got a total free Wolverine shirt, which was just awesome. Did not expect that, and it just made the experience even better. So there you go, just wanted to share that with you, and it looks super cool. So there you go. Thank you for watching.